Welcome to the Hamsey Analytics Daily Market Commentary. I'm Paulo Navarro. Today is Friday, December 21st, 2012. For the market internals, the New York Stock Exchange advanced decline differential closed at negative 1,040. Nasdaq advanced decline differential closed at negative 855. We had 10 new 52-week highs for the S&P 500 and no new 52-week lows for the S&P 500. For the volatility, 510,000 contracts traded on the VIX today, with 53 million in total premiums paid. For the dollar-weighted put-call ratio in January, we saw a 0.76 reading, which is neutral, with 73% of the total premiums paid. On February, a 0.73 reading, which is neutral, with 22% of the total premiums paid. Not bad given the market movement we had overnight, with the future down almost 50 points at given point. Here we have the daily chart for SPX. We were down 13.54 handles for the day, or almost 1%. The important thing here, we bounced off Zero Sigma. It held as support down there, which was positive here. We continue to be on a positive week. We're going to look at the weekly chart from here. We have a positive week given though the bearish day we had here after yesterday. Futures were down almost 40 points. 50 points. There was just the gap down after the house did not approve the plan B. So here what we have also an interesting close. We close above Zero Sigma, which is important here. This was the first close since November 2nd. So that's good here. We're looking for our next target, and I'm looking for 1446. That's going to be our next target here on the positive 1 Sigma. And after that, 1470. So those are the weekly levels to watch here. 1421, that's going to be Zero Sigma. If we go to the Qs chart, this is the daily chart. As you can see here, we hold support down there. We touched it in the opening, and then we started going higher. Of course, we were down 1.55 for the day. Still going lower. We're below the 200-day moving average. Basically below every average, also below the 55-day moving average. I want to see that support line hold. I want to drift lower from here or sideways. Remember, I want to rally into the end of the year. The reason I'm not bullish on the Qs here is because of Apple. I think we have more downside on Apple, or at least we're not going to rally into the end for Apple. So that's here the play on the Qs. As for IWM, you've heard me mention that I'm bullish here on IWM. I think it's going to lead the market higher. We hold this support line, this trend line to the upside. You can see here we touched it and we bounced from there. It could be a nice entry today. Maybe we got the opportunity to buy in some nice cheap names after the sell-off we had. We were only down 0.4% for the day, which was pretty good given what we had on the other indexes. Here I'm looking for higher prices. I think we're setting up for higher prices. 86 is our first target, and then a new high for the year on IWM. For the Dow Jones Transportation Index, this is the weekly chart. Yesterday I talked about on the daily chart we have an outside day reversal, and today here finishing only 0.32% lower for the day. Very nice. This is the Fort Worth economy. You could see the path we've been 4 weeks going higher. 5 weeks going higher right now, finishing almost at the highs of the week. We do have some support here around 5,400. A break above that would take us to the high of the year. And looking for 55, 5,600. So keep an eye on the Dow Jones Transportation Index. We're looking for a breakout here, a weekly breakout. For the weekly GLD, here we have the chart. Very important supports here. We broke the 55-week moving average. That was some important support like 5-6 weeks ago. We broke it. We right now are 160.33. We were up 0.4% for the day. Important. We're holding the 100-week moving average. If you look back around July, you could see how many times we tested this 100-week moving average. This is going to be critical to hold if we want to at least go neutral to higher. In case we break it, I'm looking for the 149, 150 level, and then maybe test that 150 week moving average. So keep an eye on the 100 week moving average, and if we break it, we'll test the lows up to July. Last chart we're gonna look at, silver. We have the weekly chart. As you can see here, again, 150 week moving average has been acting as support lately. Very important level. We also have this trend line coming in from 2008, so you can see it around the 28 level on SLV. I think we're going to test that trend line. So 28 is going to be critical. Keep an eye on that level. We cannot break that level if you want to go higher on SLV. And if we do break, I'm looking for a test of the lows around 26, 25-ish. So keep an eye on those levels on SLV and GLD at critical points right now here.